Hello everyone, it's Amanda Bach with Boxstar Stamping. Good evening, hope you all are warm wherever you're at. If you're here in America, it's been kind of cold. There's my comments. Okay, I got them up. All right, so if you're hopping on to join me tonight, please say hello when you get on so I can say hello back to you. That would be wonderful. All right, now I can sit. I am a little crooked, aren't I? I'm going to try to live with that rather than readjust my camera because then I might make you dizzy. Okay, well, good evening. I want to start with Paper Pumpkin. So my Paper Pumpkin came on Saturday, the lovely lavender Paper Pumpkin. I think it was Saturday. Anyway, it looks like this. 8 cards plus 4 tags. Hey, Jan. Thanks for joining me. So 4 cards each and then 4 tags. Well, I kind of came up with some other ideas I wanted to show you real quick to start with tonight. So let's grab those. First of all, these. Okay. So I made it very similar to what the card design was, which is it had this background because the card bases, they're lovely. And I wanted to try it on just Gorgeous Grapes. So I made one of each. And I changed it. I added the Happy Birthday from Go To Greetings. What did they have it on there? As Happy Valentine's Day. I didn't want to, so I didn't. So I made 1 like that and then 3 with the brown background. Then this next one, oh, and I added these beautiful purple gems from the Lavender Suite. They're an absolute favorite. I love them. So I added those. It came with some twine. And honestly, guys, I'm not a big fan of twine, so I didn't put any on there. This paper, I would love just this. I would love just this paper. It is so pretty. So the card base looks like this. It's 2 different designs, and I've seen people use both sides to make cards, but I just kind of liked it the way it was. So I made it as is, except I added, again, the purple gems, and I did not add the, they had some twine coming down. I didn't add that. So I'm going to use these as Valentine's cards. So there's 4 of those. I think I made those all the same. So I didn't change much up there. Okay, so the last one has the most changes. These tags. Just a little something for you. I don't need tags right now, so I decided to make them into cards. So I did. So I think I made 4 different kinds. Started out with this one. This is the new layered floral 3D embossing folder that's in the current spring mini catalog. One of my favorite embossing folders ever. I love this. So how did I get this color? I used Gorgeous Grape and I used my blending brushes on just a piece of basic white, and then I ran it through the embossing folder. So that's why there's different levels of color. I wanted it to look a little splotchy. So I put the tag on diagonal. I did use a little bit of twine here. Added some of my favorite Gorgeous Grape ribbon. And I made it into a birthday card and used a circle punch. So that's what I did with that one. Then I stepped it up just a little bit. Let's see, what did I do with this one? Oh, I had one or more of those card bases from the other design, so I put it on there. But this time, I layered it. It has a matte layer. This one doesn't have a matte layer. This one does have a matte layer. So, and I put it the other way, and honestly, it's to hide a little flaw. So, I put it that way. Okay, then I splattered. I used the same embossing folder on basic white. I used my water painters, and I used some Gorgeous Grape re-inker, and I just splattered the background to add a little bit of interest there. And again, I used the ribbon this time, there. And then this one, I just used a circle punch and punched out a circle on the tag itself, and used the splatter again and added some ribbon. So this one is more simple. but I thought it showed off the embossing folder pretty well. So those are my Paper Pumpkin alternative projects, but basically this is the only one I did anything drastically different with. So I love this kit. Might be one of my favorite Paper Pumpkins of all time. I do love purple, and yeah, I thought it was gorgeous. So there's my Paper Pumpkin alternatives. Next, other cards I've made this week that I wanted to show you. First of all, I haven't been on in forever. Thank you. I want to guess Peggy. I am directing a musical at the high school up here, and yeah, I've been busy with that pretty much every single night, including Saturdays and Sundays. So we had an ice day today, so I couldn't have rehearsal. So I'm like, I'm doing a video. All right, here are some other ones. Guys, I'm trying to use up my stash. If you've been following me for a while, I always show my retired products because I figure, you know what, you guys have a lot of these, and maybe you're looking for ways to use up your stash. So I'm always trying to use my stash. So this is some beautiful paper from, I believe, last year's annual catalog. These are the Brilliant Butterfly Wings dies. I used the beautiful new purple gems though. This is a current stamp set. So I kind of mixed some old with some new to create some thank you cards. I used the old Dandelion Wishes stamp in the inside because I thought it kind of mirrored the dandelions on the front. So this is in Blackberry Bliss, and this is in the Retired Bermuda Bay, which I'm getting close to having used up. I'm trying my best to use it up. So how did I make these sparkle? Can you tell they're sparkling? Can you tell they're sparkling? Let's see. I'll get it up here on the camera. I've got a little delay. Okay, can you tell that there's some sparkle there? Yes, you can tell. Okay, so what I did is, I think I found these at the dollar store. These little, I don't know what you're supposed to store in them, whatever you want, I guess. I put some water in it, a few drops of re-inker, and then you can tell right here, I don't know if any of you still have it, shimmer paint. I added just a little bit of shimmer paint to it. And once you shake it up, okay, then I got some, yeah, they're not quite spill proof, but you know what? They're good enough. All right, I'm gonna do this. There's some right there too, but that's okay. So anyway, I used watercolor paper and I created these butterflies, and then I just love them. Now, we do have some butterflies in the lavender set right now if you want them already pre-cut. You can paint them, do whatever you like with them. So these are 2 thank you cards I've made recently using retired and current product. Just wanted to show you those. Then I have one card I wanted to show you before we move on. That was a late Christmas card to me, but I thought it was so pretty and interesting, I wanted to show it to you. This is from Sandy Anderson. I met her at the retreat that I went to last October. What a gorgeous card. All those beautiful die cuts and all those metallic colors. Gorgeous. But here's what I liked about the card. You ready? It stands up. It stands up. It's got this little easel design. So it's just a card front. And then she put this on like an easel. Isn't that adorable? It just stands up. This is a perfect mantle card, isn't it? Perfect mantle card. So I might case this in the future. How to make this little thing, little easel. Yeah, stands up. So thank you, Sandy, for that. Okay, next I wanted to show you some other celebration items that I've gotten. So I already showed you the Jungle Pals. I wanted to show you the dies. I haven't even opened these yet. Okay, so the dies cut out each of the aminals, and then we have a tree that would be great for hanging all the aminals on, and then a vine, leaves, some grasses, and a flower. So I'm gonna have so much fun with those. Those are in the celebration brochure. What is celebration? Well, there are different amounts you spend, and then once you get to that level, hey Julie, you get a free item. Okay, here's the other one I was so excited to get. Softly Sophisticated. It's 2-part stamp, so like you can stamp this part in green and then stamp the flower part in a different color. And then, I haven't even opened it yet. I'm so excited, so excited. So this embossing folder I've seen so many beautiful examples with. So I can't wait to play with it. Yes. Oh, lovely. So it's called the Softly Sophisticated 3D Embossing Folder. So those are some other celebration items I hadn't shown you yet. One more to show you. The Softly Stippled Designer Series paper. This goes with a set that is in the mini catalog. Oh, there went my dryer. Hey, my blankets are done. Ooh. Okay. Loving that. Oh, Did you see that embossing folder on vellum? Ooh, I haven't yet. Ooh, know what I'm doing later. Okay, guys, I'm trying. I am trying. Yeah. Let's see what the back side looks like. Oh, good. I can use the back side. Okay, that looks like a linen type texture. This is wild wheat. Still not loving it, but I know so many people do. So if you're one of those people, great. I hope you love that piece of paper. This is probably my favorite one. And I've seen people color it in with blends, so I hope to do that. I think that's Calypso Coral. I'm going to check in just a second. This is probably my second favorite piece. Love that. Ooh, love that texture there. Let's see what colors are there. Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon, Pebbled Path, Pool Party, and Wild Wheat. So it's not Calypso Coral. No. What did I say? Coastal Cabana. It's not Coastal Cabana. It is Pool Party and Lost Lagoon. Okay. I just opened these just a few minutes ago, so I haven't really played with them yet. And the last thing that we're going to play with tonight is the Flight and Airy Designer Series paper. In case you don't have this yet, it is all about birds, and I love me some birds. So I had to get this set for sure. Lots of beautiful, beautiful pieces of paper with all kinds of birds. So this is the set of paper we're going to be using tonight. So let me show you a card I wanted to share with you. All right. So first of all, I know we all have them. Strips of paper, ranging usually anywhere from 2 to like 2.5, somewhere in there. So what I did is I took some strips of paper. Okay. Strips of paper that I had from cutting my Flight and Airy. And some people would just throw these away, but not me, not me. So what we're going to do is, I already stamped on that one. Okay, these two are 1.5 by 3 3/4. So I'm sure you have some strips of paper. Maybe they're 2 inches. We'll cut them down to 1.5. And then this one is 1 3/4. So it's slightly bigger. They all started out as 2-inch strips, but I'll show you why I made this one larger. Okay, we're going to need a matte layer of our basic white in 5 1/4 by 4. So that's a basic card front layer. So we're going to put these on this card front. Now, if I put another strip this exact size in the middle, there was too big of a gap between the pieces, and I didn't like that. So I just bumped this middle size up to 1 3/4, and then that worked for me. Then there was like 1/8 of an inch all the way around, and I really liked that. Then, where did this come from, this thank you? Well, first of all, it's in Pecan Pie, and it's from the Inked and Tiled stamp set. I liked that thank you, so I used that. Okay, card base. Guys, I love me some blue, but can you believe I haven't even really used the boho blue yet? So I'm using the boho blue. So that's this. So far, you see where I'm going? You see where I'm going? Okay. So this is a basic card base of 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 scored at 4 1/4. Okay. So use those strips. Use those strips that you have in your paper packs that are just sitting there. You can do this with 6 by 6 paper. You can do this by 12 by 12 paper. And then the fun part. So I took this piece. And I could sit here and I could fussy cut each and every one of these out here. Yes, I could. However, we have so many dies that would work with this set, okay? So I found that these work from Something Fancy. I don't know if y'all have these. I think this is an online exclusive. Right there. Those worked perfectly for several of these. In fact, I'll show you one. Okay, it worked perfectly to cut it out. Another set I found that worked very well was the Nested Essentials. These shapes did very well with some of them. And then, one I used tonight, I used Stylish Shapes. And I think I used the second largest of the circles. Of course, you could use your circle punches. And I know those new Essentials, I just got that stamp set. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's got the hummingbird. Let's see, where is it? Thoughtful Expressions, sorry. Ah, you know what? I put them on my die wall. I can't show them to you. But this set comes with some beautiful dies that are layered. They would also work on that paper. So you have lots of choices. If you don't wish to fussy cut, you can punch, you can use dies. Okay, I cut this cute one out. He's so cute. He's so cute. So let's assemble our card. Let's assemble our card. This was my idea of, hey, I have a lot of strips of paper just sitting around. Hey, what am I going to do with them? This is what I'm going to do with them. So what I think I'm going to do is, when I start getting 2-inch strips, I'm going to start putting them in like a tote, a little thing on my desk. Then, after I get a bunch, I'm just going to have fun mixing and matching and making a bunch of these cards so that my strips are not wasted. So I've got my green glue. Okay, I like to do about 1/8 of an inch all around. I'm going to do the sides first. Do the sides first, and then I'll put the middle one in. Isn't that just so pretty? Oh, I wish I could paint like that. Wish I could watercolor. I cannot. Always want to take watercoloring classes. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Okay, so when you're doing strip cards, I always find that it's best to do the outside ones first. And that way, if your middle isn't perfect, actually mine turned out pretty well. It looks better. It looks better. So I always start with my outside ones first. Now, if you've watched me for too long, you know that I love to throw some ribbon on my cards. So I hadn't even opened this until this afternoon. It is the, oh, I don't know what that is. Looks like a glue dot got stranded. This is the Boho Blue. It's from the annual catalog. It's called the Textured Ribbon, 3/8 of an inch textured ribbon. So what I thought I would do is just wrap it around the card right there. So let me get my paper snips, which are also fine for ribbon. And I like to use glue dots on the back of mine. So I'm going to put a glue dot on the ends of both of my ribbons here. You can do whatever you want. Some people use Scotch tape. Some people just glue it. I like to use ribbon. So what I did is I put a glue dot on the end. I didn't quite get it perfect, and that's okay. And another one right there. Okay. So I'm going to judge where the middle-ish of my card is. Middle-ish. Whoop-a-doo. Now, at this point, before you put the ribbon on, if you wanted to throw this through an embossing folder, that might not be the worst of ideas, actually. I might try that. I might make another one, and I'll put it on my Facebook page. Ooh, this? If I had put it through this, I bet that would be pretty. It might interfere with this, though, so I might have to put this on a little punch or something. Okay, now we can glue it to the front of our card base. So real simple card, just trying to encourage you to use up those scraps you have sitting around. Sitting around. There we go. Okay, what to do with this guy? He's going to go right in the middle on some dimensionals. So I'm going to put, isn't that beautiful? Beautiful. So let me get my dimensionals out. Yeah, you know, do I have to love my wild wheat, Julie? I don't know. Do I? How you can share how you made a die wall. I can show it to you. I will post a picture of it. It's in my dream box. I got a dream box a while ago, close to 5 years now. And the doors each have a whole wall of magnets. So then you can just put your most used dies. And I like to put my basic shapes and stuff dies on there. So I just turn around and bam, I got my dies. Okay, I think I like him like that. Do I? Let's see. Yes, yes I do. Okay, so a thank you. Then I have the 2023 through 2025 in color dots. And I haven't even used any of the boho blue ones yet. You look at how many of the wild wheat ones I've used too. Okay. All right, let's use the boho blue ones. I think I want here and here. Come on. I love these. These might be my favorite embellishments ever. They're super flat and they're shiny and I love that. Okay. There we go. Now that didn't take long at all, did it? Nope. And I will put a middle in later because when I do thank you cards, I like to actually write on them and just write. I don't usually stamp. And just in case you mess up, you know, in case you mess up, I like to write on my insert first and then glue it in. So there we go. Now, I really wish, if Stampin' Up! Is out there listening, I wish there was a coordinating stamp set with this paper. There are several that look good. Yes, there are several that look very nice, but, I would love these birds. I would love these birds. So I chose these two backgrounds because of the flowers and the bird color. And then the branch has a little bit of this pecan pie. And I just thought that was just a super simple way to use your scrap. So again, these two pieces are 1.5 by 3 3/4. This is 1 1/4 by 2 3/4. And I use the Stylish Shapes dies. Now, I could have also used the biggest one to put a matte layer around my bird, but I didn't. I was trying to keep it more simple, so there we go. So I can't wait to see what you guys have been using with your Flight and Airy paper. If you have any examples of cards you've used with this Flight and Airy paper, I would love you to post it in the group called Box Star Stampers. I'm trying to grow my group. So if you wish to join there, that would be awesome, and post your ideas. This is the January host code. If you would like to place an order with me and your order is under $150, please use that code. Thank you so much. Ooh, got a heart too. Thank you. Not sure I would use the back of the pretty birds. Right. It was painful, but I had those strips already. So it was like, oh, I guess I should use them, right? Don't just let them sit there. Yes. Okay. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope I see you again soon. Again, I don't know when. I am pretty busy with rehearsal. So maybe Thursday, though. I don't think I have rehearsal on Thursday. Who knows? Who knows? All right. I'll see you all later. Thank you all so much for watching. Good night. Bye.